Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to some Let's Play of Anno 117. It is release day for the game, and if you check the description box down below, you can find information where you'll be able to pick up Anno 117 Pax Romana today. And thank you very much to Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Now, before I zoom out, we did a video in the preview phase of the game where we were playing in a sandbox, and we were focused very much on I would say, the baseline Roman existence, which of course the draw to this game. Today though, we're doing something a little different. I have been playing through the campaign, and this is in fact the campaign and Act 2. Now we're gonna try not to go into too many spoilers, but it's still fairly early days. And after Act 1, I have found myself exiled from Latium, from the main part of Roman land, out to Albion, this strange area inhabited by Celtic type people. So I have a ship, and we have to settle an island. I do have two options for where to settle. Over here is... Actually, I don't know what this one is called yet. It just says Unsettled Island, but presumably one of these... Oh, I guess I can click. This is Cutslip, and we also have Cragmore. And I have to admit, Cragmore is an excellent name. Should I just go here? This island, they're very similar fertility. So different islands have different resources available. This one has a small bird population, and this one instead has saltworth. I think it's a pretty similar pairing. I think we'll go over here. We might end up renaming the island regardless. And because this is Anno 117, we can interact and play with the game while it's paused, which is amazing. We're going to go and settle this island here. It is going to cost us 0 money because we don't have an island yet, inhabiting more islands. And almost certainly this map has got plenty more islands out in the fog of war, but we're just going to settle one of these guys. Build trading post. I'll unpause now.
I shall be lost here.
Sorry, Ben.
Lost.
So because of reasons, Ben, who is an enslaved person who has been our advisor throughout the most of the game, we have to pretend he's our husband right now.
Cheerful.
Don't worry about it.
As
All
soon
right.
as you have your nose in some ledgers, you'll feel a lot better. You'll see.
We did bring some resources with us. We've got 50 units of timber and 50 tiles ready to go and assist with our construction. And the tutorial here, or the campaign, is prompting us to start building a woodcutter and a sawmill, which absolutely we will want to do. So over in our lumber industry, woodcutter, we can build one pretty close to the coast here. That's probably fine. And there you go. I was like, let's just find a spot that's got 100% wood coverage. We've got that here. Can I go a little further to the side? I can. Perfect. Let me do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a road. We've got a decent amount of cash. I had a pretty good income where I left, and we got a little bit of bonus cash to get started. So we'll build a little shape like this over here. And yes, we will build a sawmill. So to recap, actually, the lumber mill, the woodcutter over here, every 30 seconds is going to produce 1 unit of wood. And the sawmill, every 30 seconds, would like to use 1 piece of wood and convert it into some timber. So we'll do that. I don't want to go and squish any trees. Yeah, we'll just go here. You can build within the radius, but there's just not, I was so careful with the placement, we've got nothing to spare. So I'll just build it here. So this way, a cart will leave from the woodcutter. And hello, Mr. Waiter. We'll go from the woodcutter.
Houses.
Yes, houses. To the sawmill. The sawmill will drop off the timber to the the closest storage spot, which will be this trading post. So that should be okay. I wonder if I build this road over here, yeah, it will impact that a tiny bit. So we'll give it a bit of space. Maybe, even if I go here, yeah, that's not going to infringe on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and map out one straight line and start building some houses. So I tend to, oops, I didn't click the hold and drag. I like to do these 2x5 blocks. They feel like a pretty good size to me. So I'm going to do that. And you know what? I'm going to get a second block of these houses immediately next to it. More people equals more taxes, plus we need the workers. New options are available. Haha, very exciting. Okay, so our next little step here is to attract 50 waiters and reach 100% food need for the waiters, or waters. So they're going to move in regardless of, some will move in regardless. We are going to want to be able to supply them with what they need, though. So let's do this, and actually I should probably avoid doing any more lumber. So we can look at our tier 1 population. Here in Albion, the tier 1 population are waiters or waters, and we can get some cockle pickers. So we put those on the coast. I'm going to put it right over here. It does have it boosts income of close buildings. I can place it on here. You know what? I will just go here after all. It's not going to reach all the houses though, but I guess that's just going to have to be the way it is. So it's going to provide some food, and we'll boost the housing, the taxes, the income we get from some of these houses. With the eel grabber, I think we do those, yeah. So the big difference in Albion is we've got this like swampy land, and a lot of the buildings here have to be built in the swamp. insert your own movie references here. So I'm going to put this dude right
Governor
here.
Titanius. Marcia Titania.
Marcia Titania is who I'm playing.
I'd like to hear more about what's going on at home. I can't believe old Lucius is on the warpath again.
Yeah, things are complicated. People may have betrayed each other.
Cliff, that's
Might have gotten a little
the
Westeros in
aisle.
here. Not gonna lie. But that's the Roman Empire for you, right? The OG. OG drama queen, really, is what the Roman Empire is. All right, I'm going to supply a market here, and we are also going to build a bardic hearth, which area effect, you can see, increases population and happiness. Oh, it's a different shape. It's always a little annoying. We could always put a little bit of decoration in. Do I want to rotate it? Yeah, let's have it this way. And maybe I can put some decoration behind it. But this is going to satisfy some more needs. So when we look at the building, these water residences, they have needs for food, and they can be supplied either the cockles or the eels. That's looking okay. Public service, they want markets and the bardic hearth, which is both being supplied. And the next thing, and we're going to need to satisfy this if we want to level these up to the next tier of people, we are going to need some clothing, some reed shoes and or tunics. And I do like to satisfy both sides of this need as much as possible. We also got a quest to sail to the Procurator's Trading Post, which isn't how they pronounce it. I can't remember. Procurators? Maybe that's how they say it.
Yet our bow and bend on the asking.
Anyway, our reed shoes require, not much of a surprise, reeds over here. They produce a unit of reed every minute, and the shoe weaver produces a set of shoes every 2 minutes. I guess it's 1 minute per shoe. So one reed gatherer should supply 2 of these. Let's go and put it down. Now, most of the buildings, as long as they touch a road somewhere, they'll have access to it. And I love how muddy the roads are here. And the fact that it's always raining in Albion makes a lot of sense. With these reed buildings, it is very important to note that they do have an access point. And the first set, I really do tend to like to build it right on the edge of the sort of swampy land like that. The reed gatherer is one of these farm type buildings where you do need to put down a cultivation area. I could go like sort of straight out here, but I want to leave maybe a bit of a route available. How do I feel about filling up this coast? I don't feel great about it because I'm not sure exactly what I want to end up doing, but I guess we'll do this. That seems fine. We'll fill in this corner. That'll look very nice. And then let's just... I think that'll be swell. All right, that is fully saturated. Perfect. And then, yeah, the shoe weavers. Now, we probably needed one right now to fulfill the needs of our population. And it would be great if we could get it somewhere. I don't know, we got a conversation pop up, but give me a second. If we could get it somewhere that this one covers everything, and this one would, that's kind of nice. And then as we expand our island, we can build another one. Or maybe we'll use the reeds for something else. That's possible. We got, oh, it's a tutorial for governor requests. Ooh, he's going to offer us shoes or tunics. Well, I'm already producing shoes. I'll get started on the tunics immediately.
Lord of the Fenland.
Lord of the Fenland. Excellent. I like that. And... Romanization. This is going to be interesting.
Prepared something for
So you can upgrade residences to follow the Roman cultural template or the local culture. We have our choice. You can mix different cultures in your city or focus entirely on the one you prefer. Different characters might react to you differently depending on how much you Romanize a province. I was thinking, well, I'm actually not sure which direction I'm going to go yet. What do you complain about? Missing goods, which might be a bit of a reach thing. We'll probably need a warehouse in this area. Maybe I should just assume that I should build a warehouse, which is the L hotkey. Maybe we should get one down immediately. Now, we don't necessarily need a warehouse in the middle of our town, but we are going to want some service buildings here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do this with the assumption that we're going to have to access this territory later. And I want to build straight here. I don't know. I'll build a warehouse here. And then, yeah, my road, I'm going to do a little jaunt like that. Okay, that's going to be swell. I mean, this still doesn't have the resources because it's still waiting probably for the first reed harvest to happen, but that is happening. We've got plenty of spare workers. That's good. And then we do have some tunics, so they'll be satisfied over here. But we're going to go ahead and get the next construction. So I need a hemp farm, which is not made in swampy land. I might want to leave this area for rural because you kind of want to cluster your buildings. This isn't the sort of game where what you have to do is have housing near your industry. It can kind of be everywhere. And the reason is that your warehouses are all their stockpiles are linked. As soon as something is in a warehouse one place, it's available somewhere else, which has always been a trait of the Anno series and allows us to build the sort of kind of beautiful, focused sections of our town without having to constantly mix and match things, which I think is much more visually appealing. The way it's done here in Anno. Let's stretch this road out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the hemp farm near here. We will want to have access to this mine later, so we'll try to keep a little bit of a route, but I'll put that. Of course, I could always build on the diagonal as well, because this game has that. How do I feel about the spacing? Now, you know what? I think this is actually a place where I'm going to want to build kind of flat and fill in this back corner, but leave... There you go. Maybe something like that. Limit that because I do want to have access to that site later, and I don't want to get in my own way. Oh, that actually squares off beautifully. 80 tiles exactly. Oh, how lucky are we sometimes? What's the ratios here? It takes a minute to generate a unit of hemp, and it takes a minute to spin it up. So a 1-to-1 ratio is going to be fine. This is so far away from everything. It's absolutely going to need its own warehouse, though. So, it's taking extra resources to spread things out, but it's going to leave us room. Now, the spinner, you can see, boosts income and knowledge, so I do want the spinner, as with the other building, to be in the center of town. So it doesn't actually reach everything there, but I might be okay with it. We're only missing a tiny bit. Okay, this is better. We're only missing one house, and that's just missing the slight income population boost. This house might get torn down for some sort of industry thing later on. Anyway, and that is going to satisfy. So as we wait, and you are waiting for the first unit of hemp to be delivered here, but that'll be supplied. Now, notice, even though we haven't filled up both categories, just filling up the green bar is enough for us to go and start upgrading residences. So even though there's no specific quest for it right now, I'm going to do that. Let me upgrade this block of houses. And then choose the upgrade path. Do we want to have this Romano-Celtic hybrid? Focused on economy and research, mercators and nobles live in larger cities and reshape the environment to their advantage by draining marshes and building aqueducts. Or do we want to embrace the full Celtic vibe? Celts venerate local gods and nature. Your smiths and aldermen live in small communities and gather the produce of the wetlands and the forests around them. Honestly, I want to try the Celts this time around. I think that sounds like fun to vary things up, because I think in the previous video... Actually, I can't recall which way I did. But the Celts here make cheese, and who doesn't love cheese? I choose the Celtics. Now, I do have a little mission, sail to the Pure Creators trading post, so maybe I'll do that. I do have a ship over here. You can use tab to cycle between your active ships, or just check them over here. So I have the favorite, which is a Pentaconter type ship. And yeah, I'm just going to go, and I love that the fact that little quests here do have the kind of zoom to objective kind of vibe. Let's go on pause, make sure on high speed. We got some extra options for resources, indeed, for my new population. You know what? I'm going to finish upgrading that building. I don't think they'd quite met the requirements yet when we were looking, just because then we get a nice little block of that.
Forging ahead.
Higher tier population do pay more taxes, and specifically, they will work in a new tier of buildings. So if we look at the building, everything's categorized. So we got the basic sort of construction infrastructure. Then we've got every building related to this tier 1 of population. And then the Smiths is our second tier, great band as well. And they're good. So they want some cheese. And for that, we want to grow some oxes over here. Ox spelt that way. It's like aurochs, or is it just a different version of ox? Or is it a word? I just don't know. Oh, this has to be swampy? Really? Well, that is actually quite unexpected, but all right, we'll take it. Tell you what, let me rotate it thusly. Oh, and it does lead to unhappiness, or unhealthiness, actually. Ooh, within a very large radius. I mean, this doesn't cover any residences, so maybe it'll be okay. Let's plop it down there. And yeah, you do need pastures, which is what I expected. Let me go and rotate that way. Either way, we're going to end up filling exactly the same space. That's outside the radius. All right, let's do this and this. And you'll notice it's in this sort of blueprint mode. And that's because I don't have enough resource to build it. We need to waddle and daub, which is sort of like hay and mud kind of construction tactic. So you can see it needs reeds. Well, it turns out we do actually have reeds, and we're only using, I think, half the output. Although, ooh, we need a one-to-one match. A reed gatherer works every minute, and a laborer's yard works every minute. So we actually do need a 1-to-1 ratio. And then what about for a mud dryer? Mud dryer takes a minute and a half to run. Okay, so if I build... So 2 of these will run every 45 seconds, I'll get one. With 3 of these, it'll be every 30 seconds, which means I could build 3 of those and then 2 of those, which actually might be a ratio I want because this is a construction material and we're going to be bottlenecked on it quite a bit. So I actually might do exactly that. Mud dryer does get built on the marshland, which is very fair, I suppose. I'm trying to think of how I want to align this so it'll look kind of nice. I don't think I can put 2 side by side there. Although, I guess I could do this and this. And then, yeah, it's a little off kilter. But might be fine. Or maybe I do that. I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll do this. So I'll get you connected. So that's all good. I think this area is probably going to warehouse. So I'm going to build one right here. So those are the mud dryers. And then, so I'm going to need 2 weed gatherers or reed gatherers just for this aspect of the job. All right. If I go, okay, I'm going to go and build a road ahead of time because I don't want to go and kind of block myself in. Oh, we need wood for this because of the dock. Let's say, hold on, roads only take money, but that does kind of make some sense here. Maybe I'll just start on the other side. Yeah. All right. Get you, and I will go and get the road like so.
That
And then, yeah, you need
some...
your fields. And I think I will go and fill in this gap. Oh,
Living
I
things need room to spread and flourish.
screwed up the oil, or the, yes, I screwed that up. Let me demolish. Can I go and mass do this? Actually, if I just go and demolish this building. There you go. Thank you for clearing that up. My bad. Let's try this again. I forgot that, yeah, you had a very sensitive radius to things over there. And you can see the number go down. So we're going to try to stay out of that. Fine. You're fine there and there. Okay. Good. And then I want to leave a path for a possible road that would get in your way. So you've already lost efficiency there from my previous construction. Oh, darn. All right. Get you there. Get this going on. I'll do some rebalancing afterwards, but let's get a laborer's yard. So this has no proximity bonus to towns of any kind. So we'll just put this one here for now. And I know we can get more. I guess I'll go ahead and build the 2. We're planning sort of around 3. I'll do this. We're not going to have the numbers work out exactly, but I think I'm going to be okay with that. And that's all you're waiting for, right? Well, you're also waiting for timber, which we just have the 1 yard for that now. I think we're going to have to go ahead and do some more. So let's get another place with a lot of trees. There it is. 100% there. And, oh, good. I can get a second one. That's exactly what I was hoping for. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to get down 2 of these lumber yards. Perfect. And they're not getting each other's way. Everything's still hitting at 100% efficiency. Yeah, or, you know, you can see over 80 over here. Perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. You're missing goods, but you're about to get some. This place can just deliver it directly, which is nice. This one will probably deliver it, well, to there, probably, yeah. Anyway, so that should go well, and our lumber should go up faster. And how are we doing? Okay, the waddle is coming in.
Don't want to get soot on your clothes.
Don't want to get soot on our clothes. No, we do not. There we go. Truck building and modules. Thank you kindly. Okay, so that was to get the ox farm. And right, and this can run a pair of dairies. Let's go. Wait, does this have to be built on the marsh? No. Oh, but maybe it can be built on marsh. That's quite interesting. I'm gonna go here, and I think... Yeah, see, I would encroach on the forestry over there. So I'm gonna build it here, and then just extend the road out of
one
it.
of your cities.
Shortage of smiths, that's fine. What we're gonna do, well, we're gonna build a bunch more housing. I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and build another couple of blocks here, I think. They'll be offset, but you know what? I don't mind that. It looks kind of interesting. Heck, I think I'm going to do another one. and continue the semi-offset pattern. Nice. Try to make up for the fact that I don't build enough diagonals. And I really should, because they look cool. All right, let's upgrade this block of houses to smiths. I don't have enough resources, so it keeps
Which
sort
emperor
of stopping.
sent you this time?
Woo! You've got a cool look.
It doesn't actually matter.
So yeah, we're just waiting on resources to be able to complete these last couple upgrades. Done and done. And I should do more because I've got plenty of waiters, especially with this bit, but they might be waiting on their resources, no pun intended, to arrive. Oh, we haven't chosen a religion. So let's see here. I think I'll probably just go with series. I do like it. Production of... We're not really doing those chains, are we? Neptune... Can we... I don't know if we can embrace the local gods. No, we got to do some discoveries. Mars. Well, tell you what, I'll do this. You can change your patron deity whenever you want, so we'll do that. Okay, we have arrived at our quest, so let's click and see what he wants.
You're here. That's good. News travels slowly to the Empire's extremities. You better fill us all in. Emperor Lucius is dead, you say?
Yeah, spoiler
Yes.
alert.
Calidus is the Emperor now. He didn't think much of Lucius's choice of heir. Julia's locked up in a temple.
Things are
Calidus
complicated.
always did have the loyalty of the legions. But I'd never write off a snub Julia Augustina.
I don't see what she can do. He's got the Senate and the army, and she has... well, no one really.
Calidus may have frightened the Senate into temporary submission, but they don't like him. And she has all the connections. The daughter of Emperor Servius, conqueror of Albion, the true progenitor of Pax. Lucius took all the credit when he died, but defeating the Celts was Servius's triumph.
I see. Our glorious history. Virtue in war.
That might not mean much to you, but it sure does to Calidus. His father was a corpse bearer. He's got much to prove. Feel free to take a look around Whitecliff. I will answer your questions.
That's a very cute little town. Select. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, all right.
This is the castrum. Men and resources are limited, but we make do. The Skaha we can lay hands on, we keep here. I notice you came here without a flagship. It's one of my duties as procurator to ensure the governor never goes without one.
Oh, lovely. Oh, like new flagship.
Here's your flagship. If you ever lose it, the regulations will compel me to fit out a new one for you.
Nice. Okay. And there's another ship for sale here, although I might...
You summoned me, Procurator?
Hey, Manx. One of the locals.
Ah, anxious, yes. I want you to go beyond the Limes, up to Carrickmore.
Carrickmore? That's Woada's holding, that is.
Precisely. We need to know what she's up to. She's watching my scouts, but she's not watching yours.
Oh, I won't be able to do 2 rows of buildings here because there's not going to be enough room for
bloody
road
hell.
behind. So we'll save that
right.
for service buildings.
What do we do about these people, Ben?
I believe the Emperor expects us to conquer them.
Look, we can hardly walk in and kill them all.
I mean,
Rely
no,
on
that would
them
be
to
wrong.
Feed us.
Right. Listen here. Titania, Titanius. You'd best stay put until Manx returns. His visit might stir the waters.
Are they done? Oh,
Strictly
no.
speaking, one would only need to subjugate their leaders. This Woada, for instance.
She's probably a lot more popular around here than we are. We'll have to win over some of these Celts.
What do you intend to do? Paint your face blue? Partake in druidic dances?
That sounds like fun.
If that's what it takes to keep them from murdering me in my sleep, sure. I'll do both.
Where are you going,
I mean-
mistress?
History might look down on you later for some blue face, I gotta admit.
I'd like
That
to talk to
may not be the
Something's
perfect
off.
move, but...
Manx! Manx! Wait!
So this
Rain
generates
or no rain,
one cycle
I'm
every
happier
minute.
here than I was in my father's palace, spinning and watching other people live their lives.
If I may,
You may.
out here, your cities will suffer without a barricade. If your husband should have a relapse, the responsibility of defending them falls to you.
Okay.
I don't have a man to spare.
Come on, I just want to play the game.
You'll need a
All right.
barracks, and you'll need to train your
Thank
own
you for the weapons.
soldiers.
All right, we need to build a brewery. Now, this is actually quite interesting because this brewery boosts the income of buildings within a range, but it does come with a penalty to fire safety. So what do I think? I might want to minimize the exposure. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a brewery here after all. I think we're going to build some fire services nearby to counter some of these penalties, and the extra tax money will be good. We do need to have fire for the brewery. One charcoal burner will more than be enough. One malt house. I could do 2 breweries, actually. Am I really? I think I'll just do 1 brewery for now. All right, charcoal burner, we're gonna have to find a nice wooded area, and this does have a health penalty as well as a fire hazard. So it might be extra good to build it further away from everything. So I think I will build it quite far away. Well, I think there's gonna be some amount of overlap, to be frank. 100%, I'll put it in a little bit more, so we were 87 of 80, so we've got a bit of a margin going on, especially since I think we're probably gonna do something like this. And maybe I'll pickaxe that bit away, and then I'll go and build a warehouse right there. Oh, is that too much? Oh, that is too much. Never mind, let's move the warehouse. So we can do that by simply clicking and dragging, and I'll put the warehouse over here instead. How you feeling? Oh, I guess I did really impact it with some of the roads. Trim that back a little bit. All right. And then we will be able to get some upgrades that make it so that we don't need trees for some of these charcoal burners. I could also just move this again. Maybe I should just do that. There you go. We'll do that. Offset it slightly. Good. All right.
Have sighted new land.
I did send my ships away to do some exploration, which is okay. You're missing charcoal, but you will have that soon, and that'll satisfy
Our
this.
scouts have sighted new
Our citizens want a recreation ground. It's quite large, but that's got pretty good cover, I'd say. And what else are you looking for? A phantom, which gives belief and knowledge. Can I fit it in over here? Ooh, I cannot. Okay, I'll build it here. It's a little bit limited reach, but I think it'll have to be okay. We're going to build another... Ooh, let me leave a gap. So I'll build a road that goes like this, and then we'll get another block of housing here that's going to be properly served by this. I think these will be a good candidate for an upgrade. And then I'll probably have to build another set of the basic sort of entertainment buildings, which is our market and the Bard's building, which, that's right, it is the slightly odd size, but maybe this is going to be okay. You are waiting for a little bit of more lumber. That should come soon, or timber, I should say. Let's fast forward. Wait for a tick.
Our
There it is.
scouts have sighted new land.
Good. All right, and we can do a lot more upgrading. Oh, yeah, we're going to be a little timber limited, so wait for a little bit more to catch up. Okay, catch up to Manx. Oh, do I have to meet him with a ship? I did like sending my ships out to do some exploration, but we'll go ahead and do that. And we're being told to build a barracks. We're going to have to experiment with the military. So much for my desire for pacifism. Oh, well, let's go.
Letters from the
let's go and stab
continent
people.
often come to
So-
Whitecliff first.
Barracks. Should it be on the coast? Should it be...
A letter from
somewhere else?
Latium for you.
Could be anywhere, really.
I have read it. In line with my role as procurator.
Now you're sticking your hands in the hive.
A spear. Is this how Gauls greet each other?
Oh no, that is just her. I was hoping she'd stay clear of you. But if she's angry enough to come here...
Who is she?
Voada, of the Skaha tribe.
Skaha.
It is my displeasure to report her mistreatment by Rome in the past. While
What a
most of the
surprise!
people of Albion have come to accept Roman rule, her tribe remains in open rebellion. Seeing that elephant would have reminded her of Servius and the days of conquest.
Calidus's idea, not mine.
That won't matter. She hates all Romans, Says her young son was killed when they took her fort. And maybe he was.
Her son? Why? And what do you mean, maybe?
Such is the nature of war.
Go and marry, Father said. You'll be safe and cared for, he said. Nothing about people chucking spears at my door.
Festival can be hosted. Yeah, let's do a festival. I like those. All right. Oh, and preparations. Yeah, I suggest train land troops at your barracks. Consider pausing production to overproduce to free up people for the army. Buy weapons at White Cliff Trading Post if need be. We do have a bunch of weapons, though. All right. Let's build some troops. So, 10 tools per. So I'll build a couple of auxilia and an archer, 10 weapons there as well. All right. There you go. Oh, build 1 or 1. Well, apparently I'm going to go ahead and build 3, and I think that's probably going to be okay. I do have money. I could go and invest in some trade. All right, we want a request for trousers. We need a sheep farm and a weld crop, which can grow over here. That's good. It's built on open land, not the swamps. Why don't we build it up over here in this corner? Kind of naturally nice. I'll leave these trees here. I'm not sure there's enough of an outcropping of trees for us to do something with. And there's this mine, but I think we're going to be fairly well suited to doing something. Oh, there's another mine there. Well, you know what? I won't need all those places, and if need be, I can always go and build
workforce in one of your cities.
Shortage workforces. Well, we'll fix that up. You also need a warehouse, so let me do this, and then we'll get a sheep farm. May as well just get it out over here too. Maybe I can tuck it. Something like this. I want it one more over there, please. Then I can fit 1,
a new
2,
unit has been recruited,
and a third one. Oh, yeah, there we go. On a little bit of an angle is fine.
With a few more feet in the slurry.
Let's get some more houses. Now, we shouldn't actually need this many houses. We need this many because we don't have enough things that boost the population in the individual houses yet. But let's see what we can do. First, I will get some more houses because, more people, more tax base is hardly a bad thing. And then for the hosiers, you can see this is actually one of the things that does boost population as well as income. This is not the fastest running. So, it fits nicely there. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll get another one here as well. There we go. That should help us with our population density. Meanwhile, let's see what's going on over here.
Sudbury, Praetor.
Marcia Titania! I'm not sure now's the time, see? I'm off to...
Mariners, forward!
Carrick Moor, I heard. Why are you going? You didn't seem happy about it.
Oh, well, Corvinus thinks Voada may attack the governor. He said we've got to keep you both safe. I'm not happy, but he's right. I'll scout the place.
I've never seen a beard like Manx's. Doesn't it bother him?
It is an item unique to Albionites, hence no single word for it in Latin.
That is very noble of you, and him. But if there's going to be an attack, we'd better know what we're up against, right? We won't get in your way. Please.
Corvinus will have my eyes.
A new unit has been recruited.
Yay, units. All right, and we're mapping a bunch of the islands at the same time, which is really
Our scouts have
swell.
sighted new land.
Just going to keep redirecting my ship around to see what we can uncover. We'd like to know about our neighbors for possible trade
Our
or
scouts
conquest.
have sighted new land.
Plus, we might want to expand some of those islands. All right, troops, we've got plenty of them.
Your legions will bleed for every step they take.
I mean, fair. I can get why you're a little upset. Notice I did build the
Our
wire
scouts
twisters
have
out over
sighted
here, even though it
new
does give extra
land.
prestige. I didn't want to take another fire safety hit in town itself, but
Our
this should be
scouts have
satisfying our
sighted
people more and
new
more.
land.
And if we can get to 200 smiths, and we're practically
Our
there,
scouts have sighted new land.
maybe one more upgrade, and we can unlock a new tier of units or of
This is
citizens.
it.
So I'm going to go do that.
Carrick Moor. You can already hear her voice on the wind.
More ox forms required. Ooh, tin mine. We can't produce tin on this island. Okay. There's a bunch of ships all over the place. Oh, this must be one of my side quests.
A new unit has been recruited.
Warriors of the Skaha! Did we not become strong again? Our blood.
I don't want to war these people. I want to go and conquer Rome instead.
Ox.
Maybe we can become
There is
besties.
a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
They say Rome's last emperor died like a dog. His pax is over. Look at his wench, decked in the wealth that Rome took from our ancestors.
Again, perfectly fair.
Do we, the Skaha, allow such insults to stand? Or do we remind him of the fate of Landinium, of Matiacorum? Iron from blood!
Yeah, seriously, I just want to run away from home and go and live with her. And side with her. Iron from blood.
So now you know who and what you're up against.
Clearly her threats are not to be taken lightly. And her fort
Carrick Moore.
is more than well defended. I mean to stay well clear of it. Speaking of, anxious. Let's be on our way.
Go easy now. The mist. The mist.
That's right.
I await your instruction.
Oh, a letter from us. My oldest governor. What? Lasting Lucius.
Don't disappoint me, Governor.
It is the Emperor himself he means to visit. Visit? It is a complete disaster.
That actually does sound like
Say
bad
that,
news.
Dear, husband? Oh, he does want to meet Gaius Titanius. I mean, you.
Mistress, this is out of the question. Calidus knows Titanius. He will have us hanged.
He may remember the man in better days, but if sickness befall him, something he wouldn't wish to see up close,
Surely you are not.
Yeah, maybe you
suggesting
can come down to the
attempt
case of Pentapox.
deceive the Emperor?
all you have to do is have a nice lie down when he arrives. Cough a little. We could paint your face green. Uh-oh, here comes Corvinus.
I don't understand. Why is Calidus choosing to throw the dice now? Countless provinces vying for his attentions. And he wants to recapture this backwater.
Maybe he's trying to escape civilization and break someone's nose for a change. He seems very keen on war.
We
Even
might have to give
before
it to him.
Servius, Albion was always a trophy province.
So he's coming here to claim it for his own. With an army?
It's a celebrated tradition. Hammering the tribes of Albion till they're on their knees.
Ben, about the visit. I need you to be Titanius, and I need you to be very, very sick. I'm serious.
What hope is there in such an endeavour, mistress? Calidus is not one to accept excuses. A cough or a fever will not deter him. He will demand to see me. And when he does?
Then he must see what he expects to see. A glimpse of ugly sores, reddish patches on wrinkled skin. I'm sure even Calidus won't go near a leper.
Lepers, mistress? Please do not condemn me to go near them. I'd rather die a clean death.
Don't be silly, Ben. Let me introduce you to the wonders of face paint. It's amazing what one can do with wilted plants.
But a disguise will not make me a governor. I cannot pretend to wield such power, not in front of the Emperor.
You can and you will, Ben. You don't want him investigating Titanius's death. He might decide we did him in.
Oh, Ere.
I'll take that as agreement.
Poor Ben.
Obviously, what the
I just
locals
feel
have in
for him
store.
so much.
We'll get through this.
I would be so stressed to the max. Ah, and there we go. This completes another chapter. So I think this is a good place for me to put a bit of a stop onto this video. Again, thank you very much to Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Anno 117 Pax Romana is available now. Check the description down below for where you can get Anno 117 yourself and get some more information about the game. Thank you very much for watching, and hey, do let me know if you want more Anno 117 in the future. It is one of these games that is so enjoyable to play, and it's a giant black hole of time. You start playing it and you're like, oh, where did the last 7 days go? When was the last time I saw my family? When was the last time I had dinner? Or maybe it's just me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.